You want to start talking about the work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want to start with this painting?
Why not?
Okay.
And I was doing these marks. So see that up there where I made those marks? It bled out and made these phenomenal kinds of things. Now if I tried to do that stuff, I'd say, are you kidding? Number two, you couldn't do it. It comes through the process of doing this. So I discovered these wonderful little paintings, and I did several of them, and then I was on to the next adventure. And my life is boop, 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 and then all the other possible patterns, even going backwards. And then it sort of goes like that. And the work in here has that aspect.
You want to talk about some of the paintings in this room?
Yeah, this one here is my most favorite one. Now this looks like a guy on a cabal throwing flames out of his mouth. But that's my word, shocking. What I like about this and what I was really interested in was the apparitional things. That they started to suggest or become or whatever, like cloud formation. You see bears and tigers. So the way I put the paint on, I just let it go in a way. I just mark around here with no particular direction, and when to pull the brush back and when not to. All that kind of stuff was pretty responsive. I wasn't stoned. I do get stoned sometimes after. Maybe even an event like this. But when I paint, I can't do it because I can't keep all the ducks in a row. I'm very simple-minded, but I like to do many things simultaneously. And so I can go anywhere. And I don't have any commitment. God, free of commitment. I don't have to be anything. I don't have to be anywhere. I just have a great time fooling around with wet canvases in the morning. And that's what I do every morning. I get up bright and early. I can't wait to get out there. But this happened after 60. I'm 83 now. Up to 60, I was just spazzing out all over. I didn't know what to do or where to go. And all the women running past my nose all the time. Let's go in here, this room here. Well, you know, it was sort of trying to get rid of just the stuff that happened. And by putting cultural markings, first I just painted regular. Or I'd mask out areas. And I used the squeegee, and I used the brush, and I used a hose. And blah, 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 blah. And then I cut out sections and repainted those. So you see some of the ghosts. And I put these things these kids paint on the walls. You know, they're very seductive. You can do wonderful little donuts. Look at this one here. But it's just luck, you know. I'm just making the donuts, not...
Well, you did some of those when you were signing Donna's book.
I might have.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's sort of a conglomerate. It's an interesting painting. But I think only a mad person could spend time in that.
I need that confirmation. That was good. That's a beauty.
It is. And then this little honey down here, I learned again about what I was doing, let's put it that way. I had these ketchup bottles and I put paint in it. And I wet the surface and I said, I'm going to draw that way. So I just started going down with these various colors, but they were saturated with water. So the great thing that great watercolorists know that you wet the paper a little bit and then you push your brush through there and it leaves this residue. It becomes very amorphous and it doesn't, I never did those things. Was I interested I must have been to a degree because I did a half a dozen paintings like this. This is one of the better ones. This guy, whoever this guy is, has all the best stuff. Pisses me off. So it's very restrained, and it's a beautiful painting. You know, and all the black stuff here is the ghost that was on the other side. And maybe one of those lines, but I don't see which one. I think I painted the lines on over it. And when it had dried, it left this, I mean, when I reversed it, it left this ghost of all these black marks. Then I stretched it up, wet it down, and started drawing in. But I didn't want to fuck it up. You know, you see a good thing there and say, God damn it, just be cool.
Now, in reference to that, I noticed when you were correcting our labels, you dated this one 1987 to 1997.
I lie all the time. I never know when the dates are.
But did you start this in 87 and then finish and then come back? You hated it and come back to it, or how does that work?
I've done two ways of cheating. One of them is that you actually have the remains of a canvas you were never satisfied with.
Okay.
So you start painting back into that, which I did with some piece. Sometimes the ghost came through, like this one. And sometimes I wanted to put Ed in there. Ed's doing this. It's just not all you chance guys out there. It's me putting my good intentions and my skill and wit and wisdom. And then you say, you know that's bullshit. And, you know, making paintings for myself or making art for myself or being true to myself, all that stuff is irrelevant. You just get down and do it every day, every day, every day, every day. Until you do that, you're in deep shit.